Alright, so this is a piece of carina wood. And this is apparently, I just learned today, this is called a masonry chisel, right? Now, originally it had two edges on it, right? I ground it down to have one edge, right? And so somebody in my comments section was calling bullshit that I carved out this puppy right here, the beveled edges on this, with this chisel. Somebody was calling bullshit. So, I'm going to prove it, that you can use this to cut wood. Get it up on the mount. This is a piece of carina. This is from the same board that the body's made from, right? Let's see, work holding. I didn't mention, but this does take its sweet ass time, right? It's kind of like using a draw knife a little bit, but in reverse, you're pushing instead of pulling, right? And so I use that to pare away grain and bevels, right? Especially for larger ones. That's roughly a 45 degree, and now, like on the back of this guitar, I used a much lesser degree. It almost feels like I'm using a cross between a plane and a draw knife when I'm doing this, because it feels like it clears material in a similar way to a plane, right? If I were to do it this way, but a plane cannot get inside of the corners on a guitar body like this. Now, I also did not mention in the video I made on the update, and I've smoothed these out since then, right? Smoothed all this out, and I started filling in, I've started filling in areas, like right here, with glue and dust, right? But I did not mention that not only are these, like, the bulk of the material is carved out with this chisel, right? I did not mention that I also use this random orbital. Or orbital, random orbital, I don't fucking remember. Anyway, I use this sander, right? After I've cut away the bulk of the material with the chisel. And you can see where I fucked up with the chisel, right? You can see where I made a mistake and went too shallow of an angle, right? Right there. Went too shallow. And in the video where I demonstrated this progress point, I think I'm going to put my output jack there instead. I'm probably going to put my strap lock here. I'm going to use Dunlop strap locks on this because they're my favorite. And I'm probably going to put like a strap cup here so I can angle it, because I use the right angle cables. So it's going to angle, go over the strap, and then boom. Easy. Where's this plug? Right in the back. Scott Grove style almost. Right. But you can see that obviously you can use a chisel to cut wood, right? Is it a long, arduous process? Yes. Of course it is, because it's a chisel. Here's a piece of maple. Same thing. Paring across the grain. Okay, I need proper work holding to make this work. Hold on. 1 second. And it's important to note that I did not use any clamps when I was chiseling out the body, hardly. Like I did for a couple of sections that were kind of tight and needed real precision. But for like the broader parts of it, I just did it with no work holding. And it just worked, right? Yeah, I just got off of work. I haven't even taken my work uniform off yet. except for the apron that goes on top of it. And boom. You can. This maple is a lot harder to chisel than this carina. This carina just pairs so effortlessly. It's a lot like mahogany in the way that it works. In fact, let me go grab a piece of mahogany to demonstrate that. Let's see. Where is that little piece? Now, since this build, I've adopted the method of using a center block and then gluing extensions onto it, right? So let's take this piece in the back, right? Because that's where a belly cut's going to be anyway. So it doesn't matter. See? Obviously. It's clearly carrying that grain. And you know, this is the internet. You know, if you do something, people are going to talk shit. And people are going to call bullshit on you. And that's perfectly acceptable. You know, and it's fair, you know. I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to have a video about this within 12 hours of posting that comment, where I said that I was going to make a demo of this. I said, all right, I'll bite. You know, I'm an honest man. You can clearly see that that's grain that's been taken. Or like, I can do it on this bottom one too. You can see how this is 90. You know, clearly you can cut wood with it. You know, it doesn't matter what kind of chisel it is. Is it sharp? Yes. I sharpen the hell out of this thing with a leather strap. Right? Is it sharp? Obviously. You know, it's sharp enough to cut through this. Right? This is genuine mahogany. Got it from Clark's Hardwoods, Heights, Texas. Great people to work with. They're a little pricey, but, you know, they have the best selection. So that's where I go to get my wood. Clark's, please sponsor me. But anyway, yeah. This chisel can, in fact, cut wood. I mean, look at that. Just cutting so easy. Yeah. So, yeah. It's fair to call bullshit on somebody when you can't see them do it. But now you've seen me do it. So, there. All right.